Hey guys, Kane here, and in this video we're going to talk a little about day 5 and 6. Now, on my own server, I have managed to almost reach the Pochi, which is the runes for your heroes, which would essentially give them a lot of attack and damage. So I think I will manage to get it before the resets. Let's check 4 hours. I think reset. Yeah, I think I should have enough because I still have a couple of stages to clear. So it will be just before reset. So what I managed to do is I cleared the cube relics to over 200. Now on our server, pretty much there are only 3 guys. One is VIP 4, one is VIP 10, and me, I am VIP 2. But I cannot show it. 1 second. I am VIP 2. Now, I don't think the team formation was the best for the other guy. He has a 2-star Sassan, 1-star Orlando, and the others are pretty average. Now, in terms of my own, I have a 3-star Sassan, and I think I almost have a Immortal Orlando. I still need like 1 copy of him, I think. So on day 5 and 6, this is pretty good, and this is like your aim to get. Other than that, the thing about reaching floor 200 is you unlock the hidden tower, and the hidden tower gives you a lot of rewards such as like gold and experience, as well as the transcend crystals, but as well as like there is a choice between 3 resources, whether it be gold, transcendence, or experience in this box. In the middle box here, you have things like elite choice hero souls, something like that, from which you would select and pick up your main DPS hero. So in my own case, in Nelson Shadowblades, it is the Sassan. Then you have like these summon scrolls, and then you have a guaranteed epic hero with like 60 epic shards or whatever, which honestly I wouldn't pick up if it was me. So other than that, you would pick what you need from resources. You would pick the elite choices depending on like the length of your server. If you have majority of your army units like Mythic Plus, maybe Immortal, you don't need the elite choices anymore. And instead you would probably pick like the souls to get more core heroes. So aside from that, from the third chest, now, it really is kind of a question what you require. Now, there are some things where you can get core heroes easier, you can get additional materials. So I think like these scrolls are kind of losing some of their value, but at the same time, they have released a kingdom competition where you can get these as well. So it's very hard to judge which one of these is the most valuable. But honestly, I would just pick up like this, and highly likely I would pick up either the formation scrolls or like these as well. Like I don't think that there is an insane huge difference between all of them. So that aside, why did I emphasize on these 2 events in this video? So in this video, I have actually managed to beat the 2.1 million VIP person in Arena. Now, it wasn't the first try. However, it was, I think, the 7th try where I managed to beat it, and he didn't beat me back, so he didn't get the arena rewards. So let's check the battle report. He also beat me back just a couple of hours ago. So, as you can see, my Sassan did 8.3 million damage, Orlando 2.5, and his army barely did anything. So let's see what happened. So going into the fight, I'm gonna make the speed 1x, and as you can see, I've placed my DPS side on the bottom. As you can see, the Sassan one-shotted one of his mages, one-shotted one of his healers, which entered his relic proc. I don't think my elf would kill it. Nope, because my elves are pretty weak apart from Sassan and Orlando. My tank managed to reduce the DPS of the mage, and as you can see, the Sassan just literally killed one, two, three, four heroes on the same turn. And the only one that's left is only DPSing the backline, so the win is guaranteed. Now, it doesn't always happen because it requires for Sassan to have a proc on the backline, which is like 50%. Also requires to have a critical attack. Now, my friend here, which I invited to my server, is using the Luna. And what this hero does is he basically locks one of his main DPS, or the enemy's DPS, unable to act for 2 turns, which is on the early game is probably the most important thing in the game. So how he beats this guy is he blocks his either Zion or he blocks like this one, and the rest of the big cat, let's say heroes, just finish off the enemy's formation in terms of like Sassan or Orlando. They just keep one-shotting the enemy. So if you want just a basic example of what happens, I have a video of him as well, and he does like 7 and 3 million, and as you can tell my field, nobody did fuck all for damage. So, first turn he placed, well, my formation wasn't the best, right? Because I used the same formation that I used for the other guy, which I had tested. So my Orlando died almost instantly, and my Sassan got CC to the point it cannot act. So even if Orlando was active, he would DPS like the buffer, and because he would DPS the buffer, essentially none of his DPS would be targeted. So his formation is quite decent. So that aside, that is pretty much it for the video. It was a pretty huge leap, a pretty huge thing, considering that this guy has spent let's check 1 second. He spent like 500 bucks and I am able to beat it. Also, again, you have to keep in mind, I do not have the runes unlocked, so my heroes would get like 10% attack and like 20% damage. This was all done without these buffs and the enemy having those buffs. That is why I always say that the assassins are kind of the best early game, because you can easily upgrade them, you can easily get a lot of efficiency out of them. Now again, this will change like more like 4 and 5 weeks into the game if the players would last from it. So essentially, having a ranking like that, or a high spender, if you manage to beat it with something like this power, he probably would get a little bit pissed and he would essentially quit, so you would kind of rule the server. It really depends, you know. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show what I am able to achieve on day 6 as like a small spender. Like I said, I've only spent like $3 on this game, and I am still able to beat people who spent like 500 bucks, which is quite a surprise. And this guy has spent like 50 bucks, maybe less, but his formation with Luna for Arena is pretty good. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and stay safe out there.